Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do another what's sold today. This is gonna be what's sold from December 15th, which was Monday, until Thursday, December 18th, and today is Friday the 19th. So these are gonna be a full set of 4 days. So I just hopped out of the shower and decided I am going to get this uploaded quick for you guys today. But we have a total of 24 sales in the 4 days. My average profit per item is $14.97, which is great because I look for about 15 bucks per item. Leaving so like $25 is my average sale price, which sounds just great to me. Yeah. So that's what that looks like, and let's just jump right into the sales. Again, we only have 24, so this should be a pretty quick video, but first up, we have on eBay these mud floral paisley print pants, women's medium, boho chic, bohemian, hippie, Y2K. They were listed for 167 days, sold for $9.56 on eBay, and I made a profit of $7.35. So yeah, I'm gonna share all the sales because someone did leave a comment on a video saying that they'd like to see all the sales regardless of how long the video is. So that's what I'm gonna do. These were probably a bin's fine. And then again, if I don't share where I source the item, just assume it came from the bins because that's pretty much where everything's come from. And then on eBay, I have this Woolridge plaid soft blanket shawl cape wrap, women's one size, Western outdoor. It was listed for 83 days, sold for $20, and I made $13.58. So here is what it looks like. Then I sold this Oshkosh Bagosh Baby Boys Overall Bibs 3T Carpenter Outdoor Casual Normcore. It was listed for 186 days, sold on Poshmark for $12, and I made a profit of $9.05. I used to pick up these Oshkosh Bagosh bibs like all the time. I really don't anymore. He never plays with that thing until I feel like I'm doing videos. So that's what these look like. They're really cute. Yeah, I've sold a lot of, to be honest, of bibs like this. I've sold a lot of them on Depop, surprisingly. So that goes to show, like, list everything everywhere. And I've had questions before, like, where do you decide where you're gonna list certain things? And I list everything on every single platform. I don't see a reason to not. I feel like if you're using something like Nifty, it's like, why wouldn't you? You know, it makes it so easy. So yes. And then I have these American Eagle kick boot dark wash jeans, women's 10, Normcore Western Cowgirl Y2K was listed for 104 days. I sold for 20 on eBay or Poshmark, and I made 16. And I'll always pick up, at least right now, American Eagle like boot cut or flare styles because I feel like those are more in. And then also if it's a tall sizes I do notice do really well. He looks like he's gonna jump at me. And then we have the Simply Vera Wang relaxed straight black acid wash jeans, women's 4 grunge normcore, was only listed for 6 days, sold on Poshmark for 14, and I made a profit of $11.05. So these ones I actually picked up for myself to try on, and I didn't like how they looked at all. They just weren't flattering on me, so yeah, they sold. So I listed them clearly for not very much, so I'm surprised they sold so quick. I'm like, oh, maybe I could have listed them more, but okay. Which is what I think with everything, to be honest. Like, if it sells really quick, I'm like, oh, could I have listed it more, but it's like, I just gotta like get out of that mindset. Okay, and then we have this Torrid distressed elastic waist pull on skinny jeans, women's 1X tall stretch normcore, was listed for 150 days, sold for 19, and I made $15.20 on Poshmark. I always pick up Torrid denim. Some people do really well with Torrid denim. I don't. Like, I sit on it. I don't know why. I do still end up picking it up, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overpricing it. And they're just not, because I want to say I probably priced them at like, the tree's moving because my kitten is in the tree. I always want to price them at 25, but maybe I just need to cut that out. Okay, and then we have these new with tags: Mother Hustler Ankle Fray Jeans, Smoke 'em Wash, Women's 27, Flare Raw Hem Casual. They were only listed for 8 days, sold for $54.95, and I made a profit of $40.06 on eBay. And these I would have listed them for more because they're new with tags, but the only problem was the zipper. Was broke, so it needed a new zipper. So because of that flaw, I did price them down, way down, which I know I just said what I said, but I kind of wonder because there was a lot of attention on these. I wonder if I definitely underpriced them, even having the broken zipper, because they are a good style too. But they're sold, and I got them at the bins, so I'm not I'm not disappointed. Okay, then again on eBay, I have this in Volan plaid long line shacket duster women's 24W pockets fall. Oops, that was the cat. Where are we? He is just okay. Here we are. Pocket Fall Grunge Outdoors was listed for only 49 days. I sold for 21, made $13.94 on eBay. Can't quite remember what. Oh, so it's just this cute. And I always pick up jackets like this. I feel like they're a good style. They do sell. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, and then we have Nike regular fit men's t-shirt. I said men's twice. Men's large casual sportswear athleisure everyday. Hi bud. Was listed for 175 days, only sold for 7, and I made $405. It's just a basic t-shirt. I could have gotten this from some kind of a pallet or something a long time ago, but I don't know why I would pick something up like this. So we just did that. Okay, PJ Salvage horse rose print flannel pajama set sleepwear women's medium cozy barn was only listed for 8 days. I sold for 30 and made $21.63. I really feel like I totally because they were listed for 40, and I really feel like I could have held out for a buyer, just with the horse print, and they were like a fleece flannel pajama. And I got a lot of attention, lots of offers. And then finally I sent a $30 offer because I was getting like 20, 25. Someone just did 28 twice. And then I was like, no, I want at least 30 because I know I just listed these and I do think I could get 40, but I went ahead and I took the 30 because it gets annoying when people like with popular items and they're constantly, no, you cannot step on my keyboard. They're constantly sending low offers. It gets annoying, and I know I could just shut off my offers, but I really don't want to. Then I have this Billabong Y2K cable knit hooded cardigan sweater pockets women's small preppy. It was only listed for 16 days, sold for full asking price of $29.95, and I made a profit of $24.89. This was an exciting sale. This is style-based pickup Y2K style. So, yeah, exciting. I always love selling. I say this, I think, in everyone, but I love selling a style-based pickup. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something right. Okay, then this Tonka 952 dump truck yellow metal toy truck classic construction vehicle sold on Posh. It was only listed for 7 days, sold on Poshmark for 20, and I made a profit of 16. And this was one of Blaine's old toys that was trying to get rid of, and then I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I could sell this, and sure enough, I did. And I have another vehicle that I listed. It's like they're like big. I have another one that I listed, and someone sent me a $15 offer. I countered back at 20, so we'll see. Then I sold this Madewell Margarita in antique floral chiffon dress, women's 8 Prairie Fairy boho. Was only listed for 33 days. Oh, okay. $23.96 it sold for. I made a profit of $19.96. And yeah, I must have got this at the bins recently. I guess I don't know if I remember picking that. I feel like I pick up so much stuff nowadays that I don't even remember everything. No, this was not just a new pickup. That's why. Because I can tell by these photos. This was taken when I lived with Whitley still. So this is not a new one. That I must have just relisted that. Okay, and then I have this Marvel X-Force Trio Group Deadpool t-shirt, men's 2X casual normcore superheroes. It was listed for 33 days. I only sold it for $6, making a profit of $2.99. I picked this up at the bins a long time ago. I don't know. That's what happens when you don't do comp searches, and I don't, and I just thought, oh, because it's the Marvel thing, whatever. But yeah, clearly not a great find. It says it was only listed for 33 days. That's not true. It's been listed for a lot longer. I think I've shared this before, but I used to use Vendu, and in Vendu I would completely delist the item and then relist it. And I must have just more recently done that on Vendu before transferring over to Nifty. So yeah, that's why it says that. So some of the days listed are definitely not as accurate. And then I have this Not Your Daughter's Jeans paisley print blouse woman's 1X Bohemian Peasant Prairie Cottagecore Fairy list for 82 days, and that is accurate. Sold for $24.95. I made $18.72. And I love a good plus size find, especially something like this. Like this will sell all day, every day for 25 bucks. Lucky Brand, this brand, even like Croft and Barrel, like this style, I feel like does do well. Like the Bohemian whatever style. Then I have this Habitat Blue asymmetrical button front sweater. Woman's large grunge leg and look was listed for 77 days. Sold for $25 on Poshmark, and I made $20. So this is what it looks like. And this was actually listed for longer. Again, because this is at my old house. Okay, and then I have this UMG animal print tunic fringe top, woman's extra large, very grunge, boho chic, timeless. It was listed for 219 days. I sold it for $17 on eBay, making a profit of $4.83. Oh, because the cost of goods, that's not right, is $9. That's not true. So, yeah, add the 9 to the 4, and there's your answer. Or your amount. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, I've had this for a while, actually. Well, yeah, 219 days. And then I have this ugly Christmas sweater vest, men's medium, elf v-neck knit holiday party. Was listed for 10 days, which is accurate because I got it at the bins. I remember this one. I sold it for $19.95, and I made a profit of $13.61. Oh, I gotta go into it. And I got it because it was a sweater vest, which is, and oh, yeah. And I just thought this was a little more interesting. I used to try to pick up all ugly, like, Christmas sweaters, but I don't anymore because they don't really sell always. I mean, it depends. Okay, and then I have this Fry and Company butter soft fringe striped blanket scarf, warm, cozy fall winter luxury. It was listed for 34 days, which is not true. It was definitely listed a lot longer. Sold for $21.95. I made a profit of $15.42. And this is what it looked like. Yeah, I know I've had this for a while. Because I was thinking it was, I don't know if it's the same. Fry and Co. is the same as, like, Fry purses and stuff. It might be, I don't know if it's the same or not. And obviously picking it up, I assumed it was, but full price for this was only $36 anyways, so I'm surprised I even sold it for what I did, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And then I have this Dansko Artsy Clog women's 8.5 comfort casual workwear whimsigoth iridescent was listed for 181 days. Sold on Poshmark for 20, and I made 16. I always thought that these would do well, like just these Dansko clogs, because I know people like nurses and stuff like that use them. Ow, bud, that hurts. But yeah, they were listed a while, so whatever. And then I have these Sperry Topsider animal print boat shoes. some long number. And then women's 8 comfort everyday cozy, listed for 187 days. I sold on eBay for $11.96, making a profit of $7.13. So not a great find. I'm assuming this came from the bins. I don't really know. Yeah. Okay, then another really, okay, so this is, just a second, this little guy is being something crazy. Okay, then we have this ruby ribbon red satin full figure support camisole tank top, shapewear, women's 38, was only listed for 13 days. And if you guys saw in another what sold, my bins haul, I had 2 of these, and this is the second one now to sell for full asking price of $39.95, making a profit of $29.90, which is really exciting. And it kind of like, do wonder, I don't know, for some reason these seem to sell for full asking price. I don't know if I could list it much higher but he is not being nice. You are biting. He needs a friend. Okay, I am gonna actually pause a second. So I posted my vlog yesterday, and I want to clarify too that I know we're in the middle of a what sold, but I want to say for the people that commented, so I talked about getting him declawed. Well, I just want everyone to know I have done my research on it, and I've come to realization it is definitely very inhumane. I know a lot of people had a lot to say about that, and I understand actually where the concern is coming, and I will not be getting him declawed, just so you know. I don't even think a lot of places do it anymore anyways, from what I'm reading, and just from other people. And the only reason I would have gotten him declawed is because growing up, my mom always got our cats declawed, so I never really looked at it as like a bad thing. But obviously, what I've seen, it's not a great thing. So he is not going to be getting declawed for all you guys that had made a comment. But I mean, I appreciate you letting me know, actually, because I don't want to put him into pain. And then I wanted to ask other people's opinions on, I think I'm going to get another kitten for him to play with, because I keep reading that there's a thing called only kitten syndrome, and like, if you want, you can Google it. I don't really feel like explaining it, and I just feel like it'll help his behaviors, it'll help everything. And and I've read that people really think that if you're going to get a kitten, you should have another cat for him to play with, or get another kitten. So if, for all the people that love cats and have cats, let me know, like, oh my goodness, let me know, should I get another kitten? And I think I'm going to, but I didn't really want to, but I feel like for the sake of him, I should, right? Let me know. I don't know. Because like, what's one more kitten, right? I know it's more like food, more cleaning, whatever, but okay. Anyways, so yeah, drop me a comment, let me know. But let's get into this. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what I all shared, but yeah, these do really well, this Ruby Ribbon brand shapewear. Okay, and then we have the North Face Tassel Explorer Blue Black Winter Hat. Oh, you are, like, the biting and the clawing is just horrible today. He's not usually like that. Blue Black Winter Hat, adult, one size, winter warm outdoors. It was listed for 196 days, sold on Depop for 12, and I made $10.92. So I got this out of season though when I had gotten it, but there it is. It's cute. Okay, and last but not least, we have this Rue 21 Floral Henley long sleeve shirt, women's small, Y2K Fairy Bella Swan. Was listed for 35 days. I sold for 11, making $6.89 on eBay. Someone sent me an $11 offer. It was listed for, I believe, $20. And I just took the $11 offer just because I'm like, clearly it's a style-based pickup, but I'm like, it's the brand Rue 21, so I'm just going to take the $11 offer. And I can tell I was in my new apartment when I got this because of the carpet. But so yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know again about if I should be, he is just wild, if I should get another kitten. Just let me know. I don't know. I'm really debating on it, but like, do I necessarily, it's not that I want another kitten, it's just that I feel like he needs that. And especially since I'm gone and stuff, like he needs a friend, right? Does he need a friend? But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.